Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we have another match of the Zelda 2 Randomizer Max Rando 2021 tournament. We are in Swiss Round 1. Matchup is Xarnax42 versus topplife. And commentators for this match will be Chromataclysm and J-Coper. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello, Zelda people.
So
Okay, that's it.
this should be fun.
Have fun with the match.
So I don't know what to expect from this match here. Well, I do know what to expect. Xarnax is pretty dang good at this game. You know, if things rolled his way, yeah, I wouldn't be that shocked if he won the whole tournament. Topplife, I have no idea what his experience in this game is. This is pretty sure I'm pretty sure his first tournament. He's joined here. He plays a lot of Link to the Past Rando, and yeah, he always uses a Yoshi sprite in Link to the Past Rando. So I wonder if having the Yoshi sprite in this made him more willing to join along. We got a Thunder Start and Spell, Raft and a Flute and a Cross, and a Vanilla Overworld.
And one gem only, but the number of gems does not necessarily dictate the length of the seed, depending on how blocked you are and how steep the difficulty is of the GP.
Yeah, I didn't see the number of starting lives. Did you catch that?
I think it is 3. It looked like 2 in the spell menu, so that would be 3 lives.
We got a quick check on some items here. Boots in the Magicitator Cave. I would up and need there every day.
Oh yeah, for sure. There is a red Dyra there in the trophy cave that could have been a nice level up for topplife, but unfortunately took the death and took a fair amount of time away, having to go back to the beginning, but up an aid and now going to get those boots.
Yeah, it looks like this is a 100% vanilla world, so the palaces are going to be in the 3 palace locations in the west. I think the raft tile is guaranteed to be vanilla as well then too, so
that should be correct, yes. The thing that can throw you if you're not used to all the vanilla mixed in stuff in 4.0 is the fact that just because the locations of where the palaces are in the west is consistent, they're not necessarily going to correspond to the palace number that they would in the vanilla the way the towns do. Raru will still be Raru and so forth.
I love that Yoshi attacks with his tongue. It's pretty good.
The tongue, yeah. And appropriate that topplife is picking up the boots, because then the sprite will be consistent. Yoshi does wear boots, despite wearing very little else.
Yeah.
It's a little awkward.
In a randomly generated overworld, the boots will let you walk on basically any water tile, but in a vanilla overworld, the boots are only going to let you walk on tiles that the boots would normally let you walk on. So in the west, that means nothing.
Nothing at all, yeah.
It's interesting that Xarnax popped into that to get the P-Bag there. Not that P-Bags are bad, but...
No, especially early game like this, you're guaranteed to pick up some quick XP, and it may be shuffled so that it's high. It's not a bad move in a vanilla overworld to do that.
Yeah. What do we got here? Life? Oh, go get it. Come on, man. You got 3 hearts.
It's a pride thing.
Plus,
I did notice this week Xarnax has a really good time in some of the low attack categories on the category extension. So,
oh yeah, he's
comfortable with those low levels. He's
grinded low levels quite a bit. He's put a lot of time into beating this game at low percent with 131 levels. So.
Super fun category if you're into patience and pain, which some people are into.
Toplife's picking up life spell. apparently thinks life is the top.
And Hammer from the grass tile there, so a lot more exploration available in the west. Hammer is huge in a vanilla west.
Yeah, for sure. Big find.
You
Pretty
have
easy to
2
get
item
there.
caves and that exploration barrier.
We got another item in both of these caves that are nearby here, so... And then there's the medicine cave as well.
Now, one of the first items you're really looking for, kind of regardless of what the seed is the glove. If we can get an early glove, this does have the potential to be a very quick seed with Thunder already in hand.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed that the magic container is a big find too, because that means we can cast Thunder now. But it's not guaranteed that the glove will be required, especially in Max Rando, where we might not have to beat any dungeons besides GP. But it's pretty much something you can assume is going to happen.
GP in particular, there do seem to be in 4.0 far fewer glove blocks within the palaces, and in some of those community rooms that maybe would have been glove blocked in previous iterations, there are alternate routing things like narrow ferry paths that you can get through the room on. Xarnax has taken the raft.
Yeah, checking out, seeing what happens here.
Looks like it's the east.
Yep, and we got an item cave. Use that thunder spell, Xarnax. He thundered the rock.
Just the rock. You really listened to you there. That's some power you're wielding.
I don't know that. He certainly listened to the words that I was saying, but not their intent. Now I would use it on this dude. Oh, 1,000.
Ooh, huge pickup there. That's the one time you see a pea bag in a cave and say, you know what, I am cool with that. That's gonna make a big difference for me.
And you got 2 attack levels out of that. Because you got 500 for killing that room.
Nice. So Trails, it's a 1 gem seed. We have yet to have any dips into palaces at all, I believe.
We did see what was at Palace 1. I think it was 3 or 6.
Yeah, I missed that. One of these kind of chaotic-looking smatterings of terrain in the east.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of I don't know what the word is I'm gonna go with here, but found an item in the east.
Cohesion, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that works.
We've got a River Devil who's not doing anything. So unless we have one of those 3-eye rocks, that starting with the flute's not gonna do anything.
But how do you not get fire? Come on, and check the stupid item, lady. You gotta do something. 6. Okay,
6,
and
you
got spell. He probably wants to go in there once he can cast spell. I don't know if he can cast it yet.
Yeah, that's reasonable. It is kind of a long walk.
But you want to get that fire spell and see what it's linked to for sure.
It can be a game breaker, but even if it is linked to Thunder, it's not until you get up to at least magic levels like 4 and 5 when it really starts to be an economy thing.
Yeah, I think it might be most useful right now if it were linked to Fairy.
Yeah, that would be big. I'm finding that in Max Rando, at least in the 4.0, that jump spell is extremely useful as well. Going into GP, you can get around not having upstab, and there are many rooms where it makes exploration, especially on low levels, consistent.
I love that the desert path went through the through the desert there, and then through a bridge. That overworld seemed a little off. It's level 2 right there. Oh, we got Maze Island. Oh, I thought that was the...
Oh, it's Death Mountain.
Yeah, that goes to Death Mountain, sorry. It's the Maze Island Bridge, but...
Yeah.
So I don't think that Xarnax went in this cave that topplife is in right now. You got a key drop.
No, because Xarnax opted to take the raft and check out what was going on in the east, which, you know, could be a good move in that stuff is pretty spread out in the vanilla. You know exactly where to go to get to the item caves, but it is pretty spread out.
Yeah.
Where if you dip to the east, things might be a little closer together.
Alright, I didn't see what that item was. So Xarnax found Hammer Cave immediately, though. That's an interesting find.
Looks like Topplife is going to go check out which palace we've got over in the Palace 2 location. And if it is something like GP, then that's going to be time well spent. Just, you know where that is, and you can sort of plan the rest of your dungeon routing around that.
Yeah, whatever it is, I would maybe take a look inside, but...
It's one of those 3-6 layouts.
Yeah.
In kind of a cool, like, electric lizard green kind of thing. Taking the any % route through the swamp. And Bagu probably a good choice, just to open up the exploration, because we don't have ferry yet, and that can take you to a guaranteed transition to another continent. And check out Medicine Cave.
What up, Tile has? They won't know. And Topplife is still at attack 1.
Did you notice if Xarnax checked what the spell was in Mido? Because medicine is in hand now.
Oh, I don't recall. I don't think he even went in. Maybe he
I
did.
don't think so either. It was strange. It was the raft tile and just... Oh wow, that was a nice little juke.
I wonder if Xarnax was looking for the tile. There's a thing right there. Yeah, I think he went to the wrong place. That's probably what happened there. And then he got a little lucky with the encounter movement.
I mean, good swamp walks are almost always... Either it's that you know what the spawns are going to be, and you're familiar with that frame, or you just got lucky in trying to anticipate and dodge in the right direction.
Yeah. Oh, looks like Xarnax up an 8 out of the Hammer Cave.
Yeah, I guess save a little time going back and knowing that you've still got a ton to explore in the west. See if we get the... No, we're not checking the town. Interesting.
Yeah, spells would be useful right now. Fairy would be great. Is he gonna...
Fairy jump, potentially shield, but maybe not going to be that big an issue. Xarnax didn't opt to take life either, so...
Yeah, I think shield was in Rudo.
Yeah, so that one's probably not going to be worth getting in this seed.
Wow, this Valley of Death is huge.
Magic Key is in the east. Topplife just got that hint. So with no fairy spell yet, we still haven't found that guaranteed way of getting through whatever gem it is they're going to need to pick up.
Yeah, and in this version, keys can be required in GP. So
that could be a real run killer, to run into GP and have a hard fought path through, and then find out that your key blocked. And I think there are 2 different key rooms that show up. One of them you can ferry through, and the other one is not going to be possible. You have to go through a key door and then use the sword to get through blocks. So has to be a key.
Oh, interesting. I don't know if that even happens in vanilla.
Yeah, I don't think it does. I think if you're ferrying through a door, you're good through that room in all cases.
There really aren't that many blocks in vanilla.
No, and they're kind of predictable where they're going to be. So we're in Maze Island now for Top Life, going through Soria there with the Bagu note.
Well, Xarnax has found Great Palace, and it's in its vanilla location, basically, in the middle of that volcano.
Valley of Death. So what Top Life could be hoping to gain here in Maze Island is, based on hints we've gotten, Glove could show up. Other than that, it's going to be maybe the child or the trophy, or more hearts or magic.
And I would just go in to P1 and see what happens. He's got a key. He's got at least 1 key. Oh,
okay.
There are enemies dropping keys. So, but I mean, Horsehead could just be free as well. But I also, at the same time, don't blame him for looking for items first. We could see glove blocks in Palace 1 as well.
And he's already walked around most of Maze Island now without finding any of the items yet. So there's only a few more places that you could check. You get those out of the way, and maybe you feel a little better about just going through that palace.
Oh, so one of the Death Mountain entrances in the west leads to Maze Island as well. Oh, hey, well, you got a key. You might as well just use it. Or not. Okay. I don't know if he's saving his key or if he's forgetting that he found one. I'm not sure. I definitely saw him grab one.
Yeah, with one gem and having picked up a key, that actually could be a huge edge to go in and take care of your gem, get that placed, without having to worry about doing a ton more exploration. So we had Candle as one of our, and here's the other one.
Yeah, he was pretty thorough exploring here. So.
Or magic.
Yeah, can take one of those. That does mean that once he gets to New Kasuto, he'll be able to...
That's true. That's true. Could be a good edge. We have not seen if this seat is glove blocked in any way. It's just...
Yeah.
That room
than not. That room in P1 with the key door right away is the whole extent of what we've seen from palaces so far. So, yeah. It's likely that we could beat one of the first 6 palaces without the glove. But it's really unlikely that we'll get through GP without the glove.
Jump is the reward for the medicine. And we already have a downstab, so it's... Whether or not one of the runners is going to pick up jump, I don't know.
Xarnax is checking out Palace here.
I didn't see where he went in.
Really nice. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got some high XP from a lot of these enemies and P-bags.
Come on, man. Use Thunder on that.
Ooh, it's spell 6.
Yeah. What?
Do it!
Why wouldn't
Do
you
it!
kill him? What? I don't know what the hesitation is.
Seriously, it's like you have either the reward of great experience from killing. I mean, maybe you don't get the key drop and you can't get to the gem immediately, but still.
I've double KO'd on Barba twice recently.
But meaning that you take the death and simultaneously fall into the lava or get hit.
Right, I kill Barba as I fall into the lava.
Yeah, I feel like that happens more on Barba than any other boss, just because.
Well, you don't fall into lava on the other bosses, so.
Right. You got the projectiles on Helmet Head, but you got to be at pretty low levels to be taking that death. Most of the time, anyway. And you could do it with Ribbonac also.
So there's a big debate here. Do you want to go in? Oh well, he doesn't have a gem placed, I guess. He's killed the boss, and he can go back there pretty quickly. But to place that gem,
no key.
Yeah, no key for the door yet, and I don't know. I don't know how much he cares about his levels. He probably doesn't.
I would assume that levels are not much of a concern. Ooh, Topplife just picked up the magic key.
Yeah,
that was our 6 container item. So that's a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, for sure. And the glove could still be in the back here. Plus, we don't know what this fire spell.
We don't have spell, but fire could be it. But it's potentially pretty expensive. Oh, we do have spell?
Yeah.
I missed that. Oh well.
Yeah, it was one of the 2 we started with, spell and reflect.
Oh, I see. So, did Topplife just bypass the fire spell there, or did he get it earlier? I didn't notice.
I think this is his first time in, so I don't think he's gotten it yet.
Oh, it's more magic.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Magic is useful. You never say no to that. But, yeah, hopefully he goes in here and sees what the fire spell actually is, because it could be...
Could be real nice.
Game changer.
There's a few things that you would not say no to in this seed.
Yeah. I think Thunder is always the best.
Castable.
Yeah, and it's not fairy. It's not life, I don't think.
Life.
I don't think it's shield or jump.
So reflect or spell or thunder, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
I'm not familiar with which spells are the ones that create the flashing screen.
Yeah, and I think there was some debate at a point whether it was the flashing was actually caused by the spell's position in the spell list.
Oh.
But I don't know for sure.
That is interesting.
I should probably know better, but I don't.
Yeah, I would be very interested to know if that's something that is known, or if research needs to be done. I'm probably a big enough nerd that that's research I would be interested in doing. Yeah, we already got Thunder out of there. Upstab could be a factor, but I don't believe we have the means to get it, even if we wanted to. No jump or fairy yet for either runner.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, there's a key right there. That's a great find for Xarnax.
Free key! Yeah, without the magic key, this could be all that he needs to get through, to pick up a seed and to get through GP. We'll see.
Yeah, I think once we see one boss drop, they're all going to be the same. So, they're all going to drop extra lives in this case. And he's using the key right away, man.
Oof.
Pretty quick to make that call. I don't know what palace Xarnax is in.
Yeah, I know that one of the 3/6 one, the one that was in the swamp, was a lighter green than this. See, this is where Star is fantastic, keeping track of which palaces are which, cataloging the colors and all that stuff. Oh,
Oh man.
hoping for that key, but unfortunately, blue jar.
He's definitely seen a lot of rooms here that look like P4, but
Yeah, no guarantee that it is,
right,
unless we saw that entrance.
right. Oh, the topplife is in a room that looks just like
Get
the
that
one that
key!
Xarnax
Oh
went
wait,
through.
never mind.
No, he's
Don't
got
get
the
that key. Get the magic key. I'm still in the. Oh, keys are so valuable.
Are they are in different palaces?
These have to be different palaces, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
there's no way there's that much saturation in one and not the other.
Yeah, I just sometimes it's just the console that they play on and stuff, or the emulator or whatever.
Another key that you can't get to, but doesn't matter. Magic key, Jesus. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Xarnax seems to be going in loops and not acknowledging it. Okay.
That is some literal gameplay thought process there, like going back for the key because you forget you have magic key, and like that is exactly what it feels like. Ooh, key! No, you don't need it. You don't need it. Nice helmet head fight here on the lower attack level. Pretty clean after that initial hit. So here's our gem. Topplife is getting the gem from Helmet Head there, Palace 2. I don't believe Topplife has seen the location of GP yet.
No.
I think it was
no,
Xarnax that saw that.
There. Yeah. Yeah, that was quite a walk to get to GP.
So was it the Island Palace that was...
No, GP's in Valley of Death.
Oh, Valley of Death, that's right. And see, this is why I don't do Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time Randomizer. It's like, I barely keep track of the few things that are in this game.
Yeah, I mean, they have trackers.
Yeah.
Those are helpful.
Those
Sometimes
are
required,
helpful.
basically.
No, I definitely needed them getting started in this game. Like the first few runs without them were really winding and lost, and trackers made a huge difference for me. So if you are getting into the game, not a bad idea to start. So this is an item room that Topplife is in here.
Oh, is it? Man.
Yeah, that elevator going up, kind of a narrow space. There's two that look like that. One of them has some extra blocks that make it so that you only have one tile's worth of space to go down the elevator, and the one that is 2 blocks wide like this is an item room.
I feel like there are so many rooms that I just never make any assumptions about any room in this version, because I just feel like there's so many I don't know, rooms that try to trick you. So
yeah. The what I've heard called the Minecraft room can sometimes have the left exit now also. Like that one threw me for a long time. But that one where it's an elevator that's 2 blocks wide that exits to the left, whether it's going down or whether it's going up, that's going to be an item room.
I didn't see what that item was there that Topplife just picked up out of Spectacle Rock. Was that an enemy dropping a 1,000-point P-Bag now?
If we saw it in the cave, I think it's pretty likely that there is an enemy set that'll drop it as well.
Xarnax is pretty good on lives yet. So Toplife's about to get fairy here. I wonder... The question is someone going to go into GP at some point? Or are they going to look for the glove first?
Yeah. That is a good question. Toplife not knowing where GP is, I think it is kind of an investment to go through Valley of Death, a time investment. So you want to make sure that if you're doing that, you're not going to have to go back out again. It's a tough call for sure, and in Max Rando, there's always going to be that risk. Nice use of thunder.
God, he's so close to that level.
And here's Helmet Head for Xarnax. This is going to be pretty quick.
Yeah, I think
Low
Xarnax
health.
has a key too, so he'll be able to place this.
I think here's what you were just talking about is going to come into play because Xarnax does know where GP is.
Toplife might head up that direction. I'm not sure.
Xarnax does not have a key. It's the second boss beaten with no way to get to the gem.
Yeah, and also he would have been able to get to the item potentially. He is dying. He's got fairy now. He's got fairy, so he's good. Fairy was in old Kasuto. Now the question is he gonna go beyond and go and see what the item is in here? You know,
I would.
Glove.
I think that's the right move. Go down,
You gotta go
lower,
to the battle.
lower.
There you go.
There we go.
I played this game before.
It's the same principle as going through doors as a fairy. It's just got to be down low.
Right. It's something that doesn't come up normally because you always have a key. Although you don't always have a key, because you could take a key like from a boss and steal it to go check the item or something. But,
Sure, yeah.
But that doesn't happen that often.
I love this game so much. I know Trails can relate to this, but it's just like every now and then you get this feeling that's just like, this game makes me so happy.
Right. Xarnax needs to take another death here. Let's see what the item is.
And we'll be disappointed. I believe this one was just a one-up.
Right. Or he doesn't have to take a death,
Pick up a
apparently.
key, that's nice.
Yeah, that was definitely the best thing that could have happened there. Red Jar would have been just as good, I guess, but... Alright, so Xarnax has his gem placed, he knows where GP is. Is he gonna go there, or is he gonna look around some more yet?
I think based on where Toplife is right now, definitely in a search for the glove.
Yeah. Yeah.
Feel a little better about finding GP.
I think this is the same house Xarnax was in before, so 6, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's right. And Xarnax is dipping into Valley of Death.
Oh, nice save.
Nice fairy save.
Yeah, we're gonna see what this GP has to offer here.
Chances are, if it is glove blocked, we'll know pretty quickly.
It does seem to me, I haven't done that many seeds, but it does seem like Thunderbird is required more often in the new version here.
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Okay.
But it's hard to say how much it was before. I'm not sure, but I'd say 50-50. on Thunderbird?
50-50 would be more often, because I think
Okay.
in the stats that Alan was keeping before, Thunderbird was only required like a quarter of the time or something in a past tournament.
So maybe it is, yeah. But it's like with most things, like you'll get 4 or 5 seats in a row where you don't have to fight Thunderbird, and then you'll have several in a row where you do. Yeah, if anyone is doing some analytics on this stuff. It's literally random.
It's fairy feet from Xarnax, and we're gonna see what's happening here.
Here we go.
This could definitely come down to whether the glove is required. But yeah. Oh, this is the item room that the topplife is in.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it is. Same layout as we saw in 2. Ooh. Oh, ouch. Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Just up A and out of there. Get out of there.
He might want to try to get the quick.
Okay.
He's got the P-Big, and then can use Thunder, and
Not the best roll, but
I would just take that,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
okay.
That's a good move.
Oh, we already got a key door in GP.
And that's the safe one. That's the one where we don't need to have the glove.
Or a key, for that matter. Which Xarnax also does not have. Oh, there's a jar in there. Interesting.
I remember finding that out and being really happy about it. Like, yeah, there should be. Out of all of those, there should be one.
There's so much that's frustrating about these, and maybe it's fun to play it casually and find out new things. But when you're in a competitive environment, and you know some people know stuff about rooms and other people don't, that like if we had all the vanilla rooms, everyone would know everything. But
there's a glove room.
Yeah. I don't think there's any getting around those blocks.
Without a glove, no. Well, unless there's another path that takes you somewhere else.
We got different
can't
directions.
go, can't go through.
In fact,
this one too. Shoot.
Not having a glove could save Xarnax time if it's not required. But
this is
bad. Is he bailing? No, he must have another path he can check yet. But that sure didn't look promising.
I think Topplife is grinding here a little bit.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I didn't catch if Xarnax checked that path to the left also, so there may be yet another one if this dive doesn't yield anything.
Was there an actual path to the left?
Yeah, well there was a 4-way room in the elevator.
Oh, this one?
Well, it was a room that was like this.
Oh.
It may not have been the exact same room. But not a lot of those waffle rooms so far. Like those are usually the ones that you see, the waffles or the emojis.
Yeah.
That tell you this is going to be glove blocked. A lot of these just corridors. Okay, well that's good information.
Yeah, for sure. But that's some nice experience right there that Topplife just got.
Yeah, even if Xarnax does have to dip back out and find that glove, pretty good knowledge of the layout here. Gonna know which route to take based on this early exploration.
If you can remember, these GPs are so confusing. Alright, Topplife takes an up and A.
Ouch!
Interesting. Oh, Xarnax has found Thunderbird. quick refresh of the magic here, and then we'll see what happens. He just went to his pause menu and did not move to
Queue
thunder.
up
So
thunder.
hopefully he does that again. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, fairy cast. Yeah, so if this isn't the path, that first glove blocked room that we saw, I think, is really the only other routing option. I've been looking back and forth between the screens, so I may have missed something. But...
Yeah, I think there might be some lefts to take, like in the four ways, potentially. Oh, cannot take a single hit on Thunderbird at life 5.
And that is my least favorite shrimp pattern there. When it gets thrown so that you can dodge it if you have a running start on the edge of the screen, or you have to like dip left a little earlier and then you lose your pendulum, so you feel really stuck and there's a moment of indecision between those three choices. It's such a tough fight when you know that you take one hit and you're done. Ooh.
Yeah, that was well played there. Oh, not so much there.
Yeah.
He got stuck up a little bit on that.
It is pretty close to the beginning, so a game over here isn't going to be completely devastating. But obviously, you don't want that to happen. And if he is able to take it down on this last life, then you don't have to worry about it.
Right. So top life on Barba. We did not see beyond Barba because Xarnax did not have keys when he was in here, and I don't think we saw the item 6. So
no, I don't believe we did.
Be
Beyond Barba is going to be the title of the self-help book that Trails makes after he's decided he's done with Zelda 2, like that it's taken over his life a little too much. And I'm joking just because
because he's never going to quit Zelda 2.
That and I'm a total hypocrite. I play it every day. This is looking pretty good here for Xarnax. Just a couple more. No, just one more. There it is.
Timely one-up, I guess.
Absolutely.
And he's close to a level here, which he'll gladly take regardless of what it is.
Huge, yeah. Yeah, and I think this is going to be the magic level. I believe this was the same scenario.
That he's got an option. Well, we've seen that life 5 is not great, so might as well take another life level.
And magic isn't going to do much at this point unless you want, a timely thunder cast or something. We don't have a lot of those quality of life spells that make GP exploration a little more manageable.
Yeah, fairy is nice to have in GP, but it's not that big of a deal. And there's a place where we could have used it, maybe.
Might here. It's already queued up, but I think that was mostly from the instinct of just trying to save the death.
Yeah. Xarnax is going to check this other direction first, yeah.
Slightly less resistance down this path, maybe? Ooh, that's a fairy room? No. Yeah, it gotta cast fairy to get through there. So, taking the risk on this path.
It's definitely easier than going through that fairy room with the fairy in it.
How much did fairy cost? Does he have enough magic to cast it again?
I'm not sure. I'm guessing no, but... Well, that key that Xarnax just picked up is nice, because now he can open the key door at the start if he openings. Doesn't have
but that'll probably only be if glove is required. Like, there's a pretty good chance that walking through these paths past Thunderbird are going to yield either some kind of connection to where he was glove blocked, or just the path he needs to be on. There really aren't too many more options at this point. Oh, but that's a game over.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to do it right now, so...
But top life still heavy in the palace exploration, trying to get that glove and that assurance that if I go to GP, I can get through. Still maybe some question for Xarnax.
Yeah, for sure. Big question. It's funny. I realized that if you don't have the glove, there's also no reason to pick up upstab, because you're never gonna need upstab without the glove.
That is a good call. There's still one or two rooms where jump might be necessary without the glove.
Right. Or, well...
Not many.
Is it really necessary, or could you just use fairy? I mean, if you don't
you
have
could.
glove...
You're right. You could use fairy or jump. So some method of elevating higher than the standard jump, but yeah, upstab not necessary if you don't have glove.
Yeah.
Yeah, good insight there.
I like that in the new version, if you have dash on, there's some rooms that are either fairy block or jump plus dash.
Yeah. So that's kind of a little bit of what I was talking about earlier too, with the like you can be either glove or fairy blocked with the way that they're designed, you know?
Right, yeah.
And same thing, you can be a dash or fairy in those cases. I think those really are ingenious additions.
I didn't see... Did Topplife get the item? I saw him save out of the palace there.
I missed it too.
I'm guessing he must have found the item, but I did not see what it was.
So going through the swamp, Topplife is going to go check out Palace 3, looks like. Oh, it's a glove block, so we know glove isn't in that palace then.
Well, I mean, I'm not so sure that we've full cleared every path there, but it may be a lot less likely at minimum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like this green. I dig that color. That is nice.
Oh, this guy is a jerk. There you go.
I mean, like, by definition, the Bluebird Knights, like, are jerks.
Oh, hey.
And that's it. He was right there.
Yeah, he sure was. He's gotta be
required.
So frustrated.
Wow. So for Topplife, who's, like, diligently digging all the palaces looking for the glove, that's kind of sad. I feel like if you have to do it anyway, like if there are enough seeds, or sorry, not seeds, they look a little like seeds. If there are enough gems in the seed, then digging the palaces to look for the glove, I think you're gonna be in a lot of those palaces anyway. But one seed, one gem, no gems. It's worth checking, yeah. As Xarnax just proved, and GG, dude, Xarnax.
Yeah, for sure. That was well played for the most part. He's got to be frustrated with that game over he had, but
sure,
got through. We never saw what fire was linked to, did we? No?
Hey, it looks like we got. Oh no, we don't.
Not yet. Not yet. I just wanted to say they are going to join for interview.
Excellent.
So we just have to wait for them now.
Determined not to finish the seed, so cool. We'll get to discuss.
Okay, yeah, it's Topplife.
Topplife, welcome.
Xarnax joining himself.
And Xarnax, welcome both of you.
Hey,
this was the kind of seed where there was enough options, enough different ways to approach it that we actually did have very different approaches. And
oh man, yeah,
I don't think we were ever in the same place at the same time.
This could have gone so many different ways.
Topplife, you were in the room first. Do you want to comment on anything generally, and then we can get into discussion?
Well, I'm kind of new to this, and I was a little bit nervous in the start, so I really messed up the beginning. So I was really in the gambling mood. I knew I still had a water tile and stuff on the East Continent, but let's just dive into palaces. The worse the palace, probably the better. So I was kind of happy when I found out that it was Palace 6, and I just, this is the thing I need to have a shot on this. But alas.
Yeah, I think I mean there were a lot of locations that Xarnax did not cover.
Yeah.
So if the glove, it was just basically it was a question of was the glove going to be required, and were you going to find it before Xarnax gave up on GP because the glove ended up not being required. So, yeah.
Almost shockingly, like I am not used to seeing no waffle rooms or emoji rooms at all. Like it was just that one upstab room where there was a potential glove block, but everything else was just wide open corridors.
Yeah, I'm not willing to go into GP without a glove. Now that I said that, probably I will do it in the next race.
That was my thought for a while. Like I found GP and then was going around exploring more, hoping to find the glove. And at some point I was like, if the glove's not required, that could have been done already. I have to go find out. And I kind of thought to myself, like, if it is required, I'll probably find out within a couple rooms. And that didn't happen.
More often than not, for sure. Yeah. But even then, you got a good sense of the layout if you did have to go back out. And assuming Topplife did find the glove while you were exploring, would still go through that same process of exploration, and you know exactly where you're going when you're coming back. Yeah, Jake Cooper pointed out that like that decision, like with gem in hand, do you now go into GP? Or do you wait and find the glove, did end up being a pretty big factor in there. And I think one of the things that prevented that being an easy decision, like should I just go check GP, is the fact that it was at the end of a very long valley of death.
Yeah. It was a bit of a trick. By the time I actually placed my gem, I felt like I had enough heart and magic containers and not great levels, but decent enough to feel comfortable exploring for a little while.
Yeah.
But man, that was so wide open. It was just the entire time, like you're wondering if you're making the right play, and there's no way to know.
Sure. Yeah. The essence of Max Rando right there. Like, absolutely anything can happen, and any of your choices could be either really great choices or, right. not factoring in at all.
So Topplife, did you never found the glove either?
Or no, I was in the process of diving every dungeon I could to try to find the glove.
Okay.
Xarnax, I can't remember if I saw this or not. Did you check the water tile also?
I did.
Okay.
My second time there. Over there.
We haven't been diligently tracking, so I don't know if Cobra. I don't know if you were paying attention close enough to be able to like logic out where that glove was. But
no. Probably in a palace, but
maybe. Did anyone ever see Maze Island?
Yeah,
Maze Island is covered. Not the palace itself, because
so could have been Palace 1.
So Maze Island, was that the other side of Death Mountain? I couldn't figure out how to get there.
It was Saria, or if you took so both of the vanilla entrances from the caves would have taken you to Maze Island. But it was what was it? Candle and was it a magic container?
Yeah, it was either magic or heart.
So the rear entrance of Death Mountain led to Maze Island for sure.
Okay.
I don't know what the first entrance that Topplife found, where that one was.
But both of them did. It was both of the vanilla Death Mountain.
Oh, it was? Okay.
I missed Maze Island. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Topplife also got both items out of New Kasuto, and I don't think, Xarnax, you got either of them, and you also didn't get the fire spell, which I thought was a little questionable, maybe.
Probably. Yeah, it could have been fairy or jump.
Yeah. Or Thunderfire is also nice to have, of course.
That's true.
Topplife did pick it up. I don't know if we saw what it was linked to, though.
Yeah, it was a spell.
It was spell? Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
So
was
not
another
too huge.
really like. This is my second seed I've played on version 4.
Oh, you
So
haven't
it's,
played since their opening race or whatever?
No.
Okay.
I've only played
so-
season 4. So.
Oh man.
Well, there,
So, yeah,
there
there
was
was-
a call for. Sorry.
Go
Continue.
ahead.
I was
Go ahead.
just going to say that there was a call for a tutorial on the Discord this morning, and I feel like
Oh.
a tutorial on this has a lot of potential to really narrow down the differences in a way that could be easily digestible and implemented. Like, you can do it by trial and error, but I feel like there is some easily explainable stuff in this that hopefully something good comes out of that call for a tutorial. But the main differences in this seed, or at least in the versions, were not a huge factor in this race. At least the fact that any of the intercontinental paths can take you to any other one, I think, was the only main one we saw, along with some of the community rooms. But
Yeah,
most
community
of
rooms.
those weren't,
I didn't realize there could be key doors in GP.
And based on some of the discussion we had earlier, you actually kind of lucked out with the key door you did get, because there's, I believe, 2 different key possibilities for GP. One of them requires you to have the glove, and
Oh, wow.
and the other does not, and you got the one that didn't.
Yeah, I had a practice in once which really baffled me when I needed the any key to complete GP, and I was like, what?
Mm,
Because of the gloves on both sides. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it was also, I mean, any key in this seed would have been convenient, although if keys were really an issue, a key was the first drop in large and small groups, so they would have been easy enough to grind.
well, I didn't have. I have one key at the 3rd palace I entered, and I just knocked out. The any key really came in handy for me.
yeah, Topplife did pick up an any key. There was the hint for the any key in the east also, but yeah,
nice.
picking that up and knowing, like, I'm gonna dig palaces and look for the glove. Yeah, came in real handy for Topplife to have that, at least
Oh yeah,
at least
if you're
in
planning
that
to dig
approach to the
palaces,
seed.
for sure.
Man, yeah, if the glove was required, I think this had so much potential to be a very close seed, and really it was very close. Xarnax, you had killed both Helmet Head and Barba with no key, but I think it was when you killed Helmet Head, you did have Fairy, but didn't have the magic to cast it, so I had to go back
Right.
and do that. But yeah, just these low gem seeds where you're not sure quite how you're going to make it through the palaces that you have to get through. That can take a lot of time in what looks like a fairly open, fairly quick path to the end of the game.
For sure. Oh man, that Barba, not having, I guess I looked better than I actually felt. I felt really done after fighting Barba, because I didn't up an A because I didn't have a key to place the gem, which is probably what you guys thought, and so that looks like it makes sense. But really, I shouldn't have even done the fight. I was just hoping to get enough experience to get a level out of it. The whole reason I went into that palace was looking for the glove. I found Barba 2 rooms in, and I'm like, oh well. Like, my head was going so, like, my thought processes were going in so many different directions. As soon as I fought the boss, and I'm like, well, that's 2 rooms in. I'm not going to dig the whole rest of the palace, which doesn't actually make sense, because that wasn't the reason I went into the palace in the first place.
Well, at the time, I don't believe you had a way. You didn't have Fairy. You didn't have keys.
Right, I didn't
Right.
have a way to place the gem, but when I up and A'd, I didn't realize that yet.
Oh, well, whatever.
It worked out. But-
We were both, actually. You went down the elevator and saw Barba, and we were both like, kill it, go for it. Like, why wouldn't you? It's there. You do have the potential for high experience, and at the very least, a good chance of taking a level. So yeah, I think that was absolutely the right move. and knowing you couldn't explore, I think it was the right move. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I also got really lucky that, well, I missed trying to do a jumpless jackhammer, but I got really lucky that he even appeared on the right side. It didn't occur to me until the second time, but the timing is going to be different with this entrance.
It is. It is.
It is. Cool.
But
Yeah.
man, that was a lot of fun. Very tense the whole way, knowing like the glove could be anywhere accessible from the start. Like either one of us could have found it immediately and may or may not have been required. Like it was a wide open race the entire way.
Always.
And from your perspective, you're facing an opponent that you really don't know much about. I didn't know what to expect from Topplife. I know that you're a very good Link to the Past Rando player, but I didn't know how much you had put into this game before playing this. But it looked like you had done a decent amount of prep work at least.
Yeah,
There's a heck of a lot going on in Max Rando to handle. So
I kind of just played 2 seeds, and then I decided, nah, let's go for it and try the seed. And I gave myself 1 month to try and practice.
Not
I did practice a while the 10 first days, but after that I'm kind of slacking.
No, it's good preparation though, for sure. I mean, I was in the standard tournament, was the last tournament we did, and I did not take the preparation approach. I took the let's just go in and do this, and that meant finishing seeds in over 2 hours and just generally having no understanding of what's going on. This definitely shows like an understanding of some of the logic of the program and what you're looking for, where you're going. You were absolutely competitive in this race. It was just some of those decisions that there isn't necessarily like the right move for that situation. You just kind of go with your gut, and maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't. Really, really a strong debut for this game.
Yeah, that's good there.
yeah, looking forward to seeing what you do in the future. Maybe get a win or two out of this yet. We need 2 wins in the Swiss to get into the brackets. So Xarnax, you need just 1 more out of the next 3 weeks.
It's overall a pretty strong field. I wouldn't be shocked if I went 0-3 the rest of the way.
I am looking at just the winners bracket, like for next week,
Mm-hmm.
and it is serious. It's Rose City Saint and Trails and Level Engine, and it's you and me, and isn't there one more in there too?
I mean, I'm a person. If you want
Jake Hooper, you're the other one. That's right. So, yeah, that is a strong field right there.
Mm-hmm.
And plenty of good runners that didn't make it through this first week are going to be competitive in those upcoming matches as well.
Yeah,
Strong
can't take
field
a single
for sure.
win for granted.
Man, well, that's awesome. Any last thoughts, commentary on this seed, upcoming tournament stuff? Xarnax?
I don't think so. I appreciate everyone stepping up to put a restream together. It'll be fun to go back and watch the commentary and see what sort of logic I missed and what I can improve next time. But I love the Rando tournaments. Max Randos are really a lot of fun, even though sometimes it makes no sense. But and I'm really happy to hear that Top had a strong debut. It'll be fun to go back and watch.
Well done, Top. Any last thoughts,
GG.
Top?
Not really. Thanks. I really appreciate all the work ZeldaSpeedRuns and everyone puts up. So yeah, thanks for restream.
Awesome. So in the chat, you've got today's commentators, racers. We've got Siberian
And
doing
also Tracker
the
and
restream.
Thank you.
There he is. Okay. Sounds like that's it for us.
And just to give you an overview what's next up here on Zelda Speedruns, I think there is only one match missing in the Z2R Swiss Round 1. That still has to be
Yet
scheduled.
to be scheduled.
And for the already scheduled matches on Zelda Speedruns, right now we have a Skyward Sword Randomizer tournament match. Winner bracket. Group 2 winner bracket. We are going to raid over there. I know it's not a 2D Zelda. But there are no really more other Zelda 2 runners right now. And tomorrow we also have a few Skyward Sword matches. The first one is at 6 PM EST. Oh. My schedule is messing up. It's a Group 4 match. Winner bracket round 1 and at... am I wrong? I'm wrong. It's the 6 PM. The other match is on Friday, 10 AM EST for Skyward Sword Randomizer Tournament. And we also have the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Tournament at 2 PM EST on Friday. And there's the other one I saw on for Skyward Sword 5 PM EST. As soon as the other Zelda 2 Randomizer match is scheduled, I'm pretty sure we're going to set it on the schedule. And I think that's all for today. We are heading over to the ongoing Skyward Sword match. And see you next time on Zelda Speedruns.